Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. It's been such a soggy few days here that I'm taken back to last October when it began to rain and then didn't seem to stop until February. I do hope that it begins to change this week. I'm going to read to you my weekly piece from the blog, and this picks up on my visit last Sunday to Wimborne Minster, which I told you a little bit about on Monday, I think it was. I've been busy writing this weekend pieces in preparation for the next book, and this one is called Society of Aliens. Bewildered locals pluck out their earbuds, interrupted for a moment. In what appears to be a scene from Trumptonshire, Gordon Murray's fabulous stop-frame trilogy, in which I frequently seem to dwell, the town crier is booming out the news. Between spirited shakes of his handbell, they learn that 900 circuits of Wimborne Minster are about to begin, all 102 miles being paced out by one man to raise funds in commemoration of the church's 9th centenary. Amid the oyaying stand the mayor, the rector and myself, arrayed for the press. None of us, it must be emphasised, is dressed normally. Those not wearing a tricorn hat stay at a safe distance while we join the first couple of laps like pace cars before peeling off as our companion continues alone. His shoes, he reassures me, have memory foam insoles. These civic occasions, when the distinctive voices of church and state still blend and blur, are more than an enjoyable pantomime. We are performing and thereby reinforcing certain ideals of community in which curious ritual and approximations of period costume play their part, or rather display that we are playing our part as stewards of an ancient legacy that both preceded and will, we trust, long outlive us. Such chains of memory are especially worth sustaining in this intense present, when even the recent cultural past feels out of reach. Chigley, Camberwick Green, Trumpton, those imagined market towns of my infancy, with their McCartney-esque lyrical cast of sergeant majors and firemen, are another country indeed. What we urgently need are new archetypes. The two cities, of God and humanity, are mingled together from the beginning until the end of our history, writes Augustine of Hippo, and there is a tension, yet also a harmony between them. The ends of earthly civic life are to the more proximate goods of commonwealth, health and repose, he writes, which the heavenly citizen must order towards their eternal goal, peace in life everlasting. The heavenly city thus relates earthly peace to heavenly peace, which of course must be believed to be seen. This familiar, within Christian doctrine at least, schema has the curious effect of subordinating the life that we know and love to an imagined future, a world intangible. It is the kingdom of heaven that believers must seek first, before all other things. To onlookers, this priority of the invisible can be baffling, to say the least, for it appears to cheapen the very things that are most real and desirable to us. But perhaps the strangeness of the Christian worldview is made more familiar when reckoning how imagined communities, past and present, are the very engine of human society, powering our purchases, shaping our desires, mobilizing our migration. Every one of us seeks an ideal home, and the roomier our heavenly mansions, the better for those without them below. In Augustine's paradigm, one of the load-bearing foundations of Western culture, and famously framed by the disintegration of the Roman Empire, what is obscured is the possibility of our present life touching upon the goods of heaven. Civic participation appears merely instrumental. As a society of aliens, as he puts it, believers can only make use of what is earthly and temporal for it has no lasting significance. As others have observed, conspicuously low in this mix is the Holy Spirit, our crucial bridge to the New Jerusalem. For we believe in angelic traffic between Dorset and the Eternal City, and 900 eccentric circles of the Minster at Michaelmas is a wager on nothing less. Thank you for listening. That's a bit of a digest of this week's themes, isn't it? As often seems to be the case. And I look forward to seeing you for a new week. May God bless you as you go to ground.